Good morning everyone, I'm Jamie from Superstar Designs, and before I get straight into my presentation, I'm just going to answer the most commonly asked question I get in every single one-to-one I have. And that is, what's the affiliation between me and Angelo, or Superstar Designs and Superstar Sport? So to answer that for all of you in the room, here we go. So Angelo and I, we went to the same primary school and secondary school. He's a few years older than I am, so we weren't necessarily mates per se, but we definitely knew of each other. And then when Angelo finished school, he started Superstar Sport. When I finished, I went on to university and, like Bobby said, working in a pub. And in 2018, I decided I had enough in the pub industry and I wanted to pursue a career in graphic design. So I put a post out on social media to say, does anyone want any graphic design work to try and get myself started? Angelo popped up and said, I'm actually looking to start a graphic design company, let's have a chat. And in that year of 2018, I was Superstar Sport's in-house graphic designer. And in 2019, we decided to start offering the service to external clients and set it up as a business. We didn't know what to call it, so we just went with Superstar Designs, and it's just stuck ever since. And when we first started, I was the sort of client-facing design guy, and Angelo was the behind-the-scenes, like businessy kind of person. But as both of our businesses have evolved, so has our roles. So I pretty much deal with everything to do with Superstar Designs, and Angelo is more of the advisor / consultant in the background. As and when I need that help, which I really appreciate. Okay, so champagne referrals. As you can see on the screen, our champagne referrals are franchises. And that's because, like I mentioned earlier on, we work with Superstar Sport and they're a franchise. When we work with one of the franchises or the head office, that generally means that we're in with the entire company. And that's obviously a lot of work. So I'd love some more referrals like that. And I'd also like some warm introductions to people like business accountants or marketing managers or accountants, because those are good introducers to new and SMEs. And also I've got on there printers and web designers, basically anyone that's in the same sort of industry and same power team as me. So what is graphic design? Whenever I do a presentation, I always feel like I have to mention this, because to this day I always get people that still don't really know what it means. Who's worked with a graphic designer in here in the past? Yeah, quite a few of you. So hopefully you should know what it is. I always like to say what it isn't first, because these are the two most common things I get whenever I tell somebody I'm a graphic designer. They straight away say, oh, so you can print my business cards for me, or you can sort my website out. And although our industries are similar, they are very different. Mark has done his presentation a few weeks back, and I'm sure Charlie will do a presentation about printing fairly soon. So according to Google, graphic design is the art or skill of combining text and pictures in advertisements, magazines or books. But the way I like to describe it is creating artwork digitally that is for the purpose of print or online use. Basically making things look good. So the importance of graphic design. Good graphic design does the following. So as you can see on the screen, it serves as a great first impression. You only get one opportunity for a first impression, so make sure it is a good one, because there's no coming back from that. It enhances your reputation and it builds a strong brand. So we all know the businesses at the bottom of the screen there, and they're there because they have absolutely nailed all of that. They have great first impressions and they've built a really strong brand and they have a really good reputation. So much to the point that when you think of fast food, 9 out of 10 people are going to say McDonald's. Sportswear, you're going to say Nike. When you think computers, it's going to be Microsoft or even Apple. And Bentley are on there for a different reason. When was the last time you saw an advert for a Bentley? Never, right? And that's because they let the brand speak for themselves. And that's just the quality of the branding that they've achieved. And just because these are global, worldwide businesses, there's no reason why you can't be the McDonald's of the building industry in Enfield or the Bentley of personal trainers in Hertfordshire. So here you can see on the screen, hopefully you can see it at the back. On the left-hand side, this is a letter that one of the Superstar Sport franchisees sent me, and he wanted me to jazz it up because he wasn't happy with it. As you can see, it's got a lot of information on there. It doesn't really display it very well. It gets the message across, but it is a little bit boring. Sorry, franchisee, if you're watching this. But on the right-hand side, we took that information, we've obviously incorporated the brand colours, the logo. We've made the information a lot clearer and concise. We've made it fun and engaging. And in the bottom corner there, you can see we've got a QR code. And when you scan it, it takes you directly to the booking page, and it makes it really nice and simple. And that's just one example of what we can do for our clients. Here, this isn't exactly a client before and after, but this is just an example of first impressions of what your branding and your marketing does for you. The card on the right, the navy one, it looks really professional, properly put together, tidy and trustworthy. But the card on the left, it doesn't do that. They could be the best cleaners in the world, but their card doesn't display that. And if you just had these two cards and you had to make a decision just on that, you're going to pick the card on the right. So make sure you bear that in mind when you give people out your business cards, your flyers, or even your online presence. So how we work with clients. So we've got pay-as-you-go and pay monthly. Pay monthly I'll talk about a little bit more later on in the presentation. But pay-as-you-go is the more traditional way of working with a graphic designer that you can think of. So you go to a graphic designer with an inquiry, they give you a quote, you accept the quote, they give you an invoice, pay the invoice, they do the design work, and then you ask for any amendments, and then when that's done, that's it. And although we do work with a lot of clients like that, but we also work with clients on a pay monthly basis as well. So what do? I like to split this up in just about 3 or 4 different categories, but first of all, we've got branding. And for anyone that doesn't know, branding is like logo design, typography, stationery, packaging, all that kind of stuff. And on the screen here you can see a logo that we did for a mortgage advisor, there's one that we did for a holistic therapist, and also for a personal trainer. Print designs, and this is exactly what it says. So this is artwork that is created specifically for print. And as you can see from the examples, that includes things like flyers, brochures, business cards, posters, banners, ID cards, whatever you can think of really that you get a physical copy of, that's considered a print design. Here we have digital designs, and again, that is artwork that is specifically created for digital purpose. On the left, you can see some graphics that we've done for a client that they shared online. You can share this stuff on your website, send out on emails, do whatever you want with it really, display it on a TV, it's up to you. And on the right-hand side, we have a menu that we designed for a client. This is specifically just on their website. So they get their clients to scan a QR code, it shows them the menu, so they don't have to print anything. And if they want to make any changes, they haven't got to print a load of menus off again. They just have it on digital display. So what do? So this is that should say pay monthly. It shouldn't say retainers because I've changed the name of it. But our pay monthly clients, they get a whole lot of benefits. And pay monthly packages are when a client works with us on a regular basis. They pay a set amount each month and they get a set amount of design work or design time each month. Makes it a whole lot easier for them, it makes it easier for us, we can get the designs done a lot quicker. And as you can see, here are the benefits on the screen. So you've got a discounted hourly rate, quicker turnaround time as you've got priority over our pay-as-you-go clients. You get a better design consistency because you have just one person designing all of your stuff rather than loads of different freelancers. For any of you that are interested, here are some examples of our packages. As you can see, it goes from platinum all the way down to bronze. They have different service offerings. So as you can see, the platinum has 21 hours per month, but the bronze has 3.5. And you get some other benefits as well, such as like VIP service. You get more of a discount, a senior dedicated designer, whereas the bronze, you don't get much of a discount. You do get a discount on our hourly rate compared to a pay-as-you-go customer. But you get priority service and a dedicated designer. And that's everything from me this week. I'm Jamie from Superstar Designs. Designs that? Shine! Thank you.